What's up guys, this is Tech Rick and I'm coming at you with another top 5 Cydia tweaks for iOS 7. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so the first tweak I'm going to be showing you guys is something called Sleep Effects. And it is a paid app from the Big Boss repo. So let's go ahead and install it. And all we got to do is just wait for it to install. And once Sleep Effects has installed, we're going to go ahead and respring our devices. And once our devices have resprung, we're going to go ahead and jump into settings. Okay, and we're going to scroll down to Sleep Effects. And what Sleep Effects basically does is every time that you actually lock your device, it'll give you a pretty nice effect. For example, right now I have mine enabled to TV tube. So normally, when you were to lock your device, this is how it would look like. Excuse me. It would just normally lock. Now, with Sleep Effects, it'll give you a nice little animation. Now, let's go ahead and lock it again. And as you can see there, it gave me like a nice little TV effect. And not only does it give you that little TV effect, but it just gives you so many different ones that I think are really cool. I like this colored smoke right here. And I'll show you guys one more. Fade tiles. This one's actually pretty cool too. But that's basically what it does, and it has other settings in here as well. You could actually mess around with how fast you want the animation to go or how slow you want it to go. You could add a sound for every time that you lock your device. It'll actually make a different type of sound other than the original lock sound. And it also has a wake effect mode. Currently, I don't think it's working right now. They barely updated this. It was for iOS 6. The wake effect doesn't work. Usually what it is when you actually unlock the device, it'll actually do a little animation as well. But yeah guys, it's a well worth it app. Go ahead and check it out. That's Sleep Effects. Okay guys, the next week I'm going to be showing you guys is something called Virtual Home. And this is actually only for the iPhone 5S because it does require the Touch ID sensor. And it's actually a pretty cool tweak. What the Virtual Home actually does is it basically replaces the need to tap on your home button whenever you need to go back to the home page or jump into the multitasking bar by just actually holding your thumb up against the Touch ID sensor. But here, let's go ahead and install it, and once it is installed, I will show you guys a little bit more about it. So once it has installed, we're going to go ahead and restart our springboard. And all we have to do is just wait for it to respring. Okay, once it has resprung, we're going to go ahead and unlock our device. I actually don't even believe it has any settings. I think it's already just built in. So like I said, let's say I want to jump into my Safari app. We're going to go ahead and hold our thumb down, and that'll bring us back to the home screen. And I actually didn't even press it. I just held my thumb down. And if you actually hold your thumb on there for more than a second or two, it'll actually bring up the multitasking bar. And it's just a simple, cool little tweak. I mean, it eliminates the need to actually be pressing the button. So yeah, that's Virtual Home, guys. Go ahead and check it out. Alright guys, the next tweak I'm going to actually be showing you is something called IKey Wi. This is actually a paid tweak from the Big Boss repo, but is well worth it. So let's go ahead and see how this works. And what IKey Wi actually does is it gives you another row on your keyboard. So let's say you like texting a lot, or for whatever reason you just love using the keyboard. Usually you would only have these three, and when you were to type something you would always have to switch back between the numbers and switch back to the actual words, switch back to the numbers. What it actually does, this fourth row already gives you the numbers on top, so it eliminates the need to actually switch back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So let's jump into the settings. It actually does give you some settings on how you can actually customize these keys. By default, it'll always give you the actual numbers on that extra row, but you could always actually mess with it and just put whatever key you actually want. And then you could save and respring it. But it's a simple little tweak. It works very well. And that is IKey Wi. Okay guys, the next tweak I'm going to actually be showing you is something called Activator. And Activator is such an important tweak when it comes to jailbreaking, because it actually allows you to use certain buttons for certain tweaks, and it'll give you an activation effect, and it is just a all well-rounded tweak, guys. We're going to go ahead and install it and restart our springboard. And once our springboard has restarted, we're going to go ahead and unlock our device, and it'll actually give us a new icon. So we're going to jump into Activator, and these are some of the things that are already built into Activator on its own. Usually when you download tweaks, some of them do have an activator method, so you could actually set it up directly from this tweak. So just let me show you guys how this works. Okay, it'll actually give you little different activation methods on how to use Activator. You can activate a certain little step by double tapping the status bar. For example, I'm going to actually choose to set up a respring by double tapping my status bar. So normally when you would respring, you would actually maybe have to go into a different tweak and press the respring button. Well, through Activator, it'll give you little activation methods on how to activate something different. So let's go ahead and double tap on my status bar, and as you can see, my device has already resprung. But that's just something really small that Activator can do. In the long run, it's so awesome, guys. But that's actually Activator. Okay guys, the fifth and final tweak is something called Multi-Icon Mover. And Multi-Icon Mover is actually a very useful tweak. It actually eliminates the fact of moving your apps or your icons one by one by one by one. Let's go ahead and wait for this to install, and I'll show you guys how it works once it has installed. Okay, once it has installed, let's go ahead and unlock our device. And what it actually does, like I said, it eliminates the fact of me moving one icon at a time. And maybe if you're arranging your icons, like as you can see I have so many of them, it would actually take you a long time. So what you can actually do with Multi-Icon Mover is you can tap on various icons that you actually want to move all at once. Once you have selected all the ones that you want to move and take them to a new page, you go to the selected page that you actually want to take them to, and you hit the home button, and boom, they'll pop up. It's a very simple little tweak, but very useful, and it's free, guys. But that was it, guys. That was my top 5 Cydia tweaks. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. This is Tech Rec. I'll see you guys next time.